News from Eureka is Tank Girl. Released in 1995, this is one of those movies that I discovered not long after it came out. It was back when I would just watch anything I could, and even then, I knew this was a weird, polarising film that I just instantly loved. It was so crazy and out there. It's one of those movies where you think, how was this able to get made? I'm so glad it was, because it's such a fantastic film. Based on a comic book, it really imbues that comic book sensibility. Jumping into panels of the comic book at certain times, it just feels so silly, out there, almost irreverent at certain points. It's just enjoyable. We have this future world where there is no rain, water is the most important resource on the planet, and it is dominated by water and power. That, of course, is ruled over by a maniacal bad guy in the form of Keasley, which is Malcolm McDowell, who is terrific in this film, chewing on the scenery, which is just the right way to be within this one.
It was foolish not to carry out my order. And it was foolish to walk across a floor full of glass. If I were you, I wouldn't have done it. I would have killed me first.
You have Laurie Petty as Tank Girl. You get Naomi Watts as Jet Girl. I don't want to spoil things, but Tank Girl drives a tank and Jet Girl flies a jet. It's kind of in their names. And these two characters are just on a mission of revenge. Jet Girl has been persecuted within Water and Power for a period of time. Tank Girl, her family has all been murdered by these madmen who just want to secure water. And she's just looking for chaotic vengeance, however she can get it.
Feeling a little inadequate?
There is a moment in this film where these characters are released. There's a moment in the film where we meet Reapers, and it's a kind of human kangaroo hybrid, and it's just one of those, I either go with this one or I'm out. I mean, to be honest, before they arrive, you should either have made up your mind, but when those characters turn up, it just takes it up to the next level of fun. This is one of those films that is just entertaining. Everything about it is silly, over the top, but highly entertaining. It's got everything, including a song and dance number 2/3 of the way in, which I find to be so energetic and fun and just out there that it's another notch in the belt of this terrific movie. I think Laurie Petty really nails the character of Tank Girl. She is almost hyper in sequences, loving violence, loving getting her retribution, and just wanting to have fun. You see it with her interactions with everybody. She's just there to antagonise and niggle and just be a thorn in the side of Water and Power. And it's such a fun character that it's easy to just enjoy. Her and Naomi Watts as Jet Girl are just terrific together. There's all these little glances and looks at each other, which just say so much throughout the conversation. And it's got the action set pieces as well. When those land, they're terrific. They're really explosive. They're fantastic. They're fun. They're very different. It's got a wonderful baddie in the form of Malcolm McDowell, and I love it when he really plays into these kind of characters, over the top, chewing the scenery, being that megalomaniacal madman. It just creates a terrific bad guy to root against. There is no denying that Tank Girl is a unique property. It is silly, it is bedded in with the comic book franchise, and it feels like it's a comic book come to life. It's silly in all the right ways, and it's imbued with a sense of tongue-in-cheek that really kind of helps it become as entertaining as it is. One of those movies that can easily be wrote off. I think it is absolutely marvellous. It's one of those films that whenever it's on, I'm having a great time. I love it no matter how many times I see it. I think Tank Girl is just pure entertainment. This is a phenomenal release from Eureka, rightfully so, for a terrific film, full of extras. So let's just dive in and see what there is on disc. Here we are in the disc for Tank Girl. We have the film with DTS 5.1, with LPCM 2.0, and an audio commentary with the director and star. On to the special features. First up, we have Girl You Want, Lindsay Hallam on Tank Girl. She talks about how this is from a British source, but American production, and it's still based in Australia, and how everything kind of comes together to create a hodgepodge of thematics. The director and how she started her career, how she kind of wrote to John Waters, becoming a producer and working with him, working her way up to doing Freddy's Dead, Nightmare on Elm Street 6. Not a Bedtime Story is Greg Staples on Tank Girl. He talks a little bit about the design of the tank, spends a little bit of time on the dance number in the middle of this. Then we're on to some archival stuff. We've got Baseball, Tanks and Bad Tattoos, an interview with Laurie Petty, which is 22 minutes 37 seconds. She talks about how her career got started doing a Bates Motel movie and how she had no idea what she was doing at that point. Too Hip for Spielberg, we have an interview with director Rachel Talalay, and this is 23 minutes 53 seconds. She just still loves the film, the experience. She's showing off various props that she's got as well. Creative Chaos, an archival interview with the production designer Catherine Hardwick, which is 18 minutes 8 seconds, and again just utter love for this film. It seems like everybody that worked on it just has fond memories and loves to reminisce about it. The Shape of the Ripper, interview with actor Doug Jones. Again, he's on to bigger things. He is one of the non-speaking rippers in this film. He talks about this for 11 minutes 31 seconds, getting the job. Interesting tidbit, he was Billy Butcher in Hocus Pocus, which I never knew. I found fascinating. We have Tank Girl Power, a video essay by Alexandra Heller Nicholas. This is 10 minutes 15 seconds. I love this one. Focuses on a time when things were a little bit changing. There were some strong female characters and female-led movies that were coming out, and we kind of focus on a few of them, talking about some of the traits that they had, which was great. We have an archival making-of featurette, which is 5 minutes 4 seconds, and a trailer. And that's your on-disc extras for Tank Girl. There we have it. Tank Girl is out now. Again, another essential film. It's so weird and unusual. It's the kind of thing that I will happily throw on and just zone out to, having a great time watching. The kind of thing that if I was to show it to anybody else, they'd probably scratch their head and go, what the hell's wrong with you? It's that kind of movie. I appreciate that. I think this is a standout release for Eureka this year. Absolutely terrific. And I'd love to know your thoughts on the film, the package. Are you picking this up? Have you seen it before? And your thoughts on the film. So let me know in the comment box below. You can have a little chat about this one. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff in the description box, or links to Patreon, membership program, and Vfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.